Hello, everybody, and welcome to Written in Stone. Well, sort of. This is going to be a side story, its own universe, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be a fun little romp through whatever uh, you want to go with. I'm your GM for tonight. Sorry, I had to take over from all these nerds that keep showing up here.
Uh, so we've never streamed live before. What is Written in Stone for those that do
That's
not
what I
know?
was gonna get to.
Oh, sorry.
Written
I'll
in
shut
Stone
up.
is a teen superhero podcast that I DM, where all of these wonderful people, plus or minus a couple, uh, uh, are Power Rangers and do Power Ranger things, and actually occasionally do Power Rangers.
Hey, since I joined, we've only done Power Ranger things. Excuse you.
This is true. I don't know what happened, but it really came together.
Also, you really tried to murder me constantly.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
mean,
But tonight we're gonna do something a little different. This is not in the same universe as Written in Stone, but it's the same characters. So as we start off our night, you guys are walking about in Silver Hills, which is the town where Written in Stone takes place in, and you guys are all elementary school age. I'm not sure how old you guys are precisely, but you guys can pick whatever age you want in that range. I don't care. You can be 5, you can be 10. I don't give a shit. And as you guys are walking around, I would like you to go around and tell me what you're wearing and who you are and what is your strategy for trick-or-treating tonight. Let's start off with Nigel and Scotty.
Oh, I'm surprised I'm going first. Okay, so hi, how are you? I'm Nigel. I'm like, you ever watch one of those Japanese animes where you got the kid with the swirly glasses? That's Nigel. So he's literally like, since this is alternate universe, he dresses literally the same as he did before. It's just like a little kid version. So he's got the bowl cut, he's got the swirly glasses, got a little alfalfa hair, with the striped shirt and the overalls and all that goofy stuff. And the cats are just gonna hog the attention in the background. So have fun with those.
I mean, it's perfect because it's Nigel.
Yeah. And for Halloween, Nigel wanted to dress up as Go Super Metal Buster Man, but from his favorite cartoon that he watches from the imported VHSs his mom sometimes gets from the rental shop. But instead, she forced him to wear the bunny outfit his auntie got him last Christmas. So he's in a big pink bunny onesie with a giant fluffy tail, and he doesn't like it.
Excellent. Also, you're a little bit quiet, just so that.
Okay.
That's adorable, and I love it. So, what kind of strategy is he going for? What kind of candy does he want? What is his goal for tonight?
His goal is to get out of the streets as quick as possible.
All right. Okay.
But also get as much candy as possible.
Gotcha. All right. Does he have a favorite candy?
The 3 swashbucklers.
Okay, I love it. Let's go to Aella. Tell me about your character.
okay, so Aella, as a teenager, has a side shave and purple hair, but as a 10-year-old,
Yeah.
she does not have that. She's not that cool yet. She has long, dark, curly hair, and she is wearing a big brown fedora and a red trench coat, and she's carrying a whip because she couldn't decide whether she wanted to be an archaeologist or an art thief. So she went with both.
Yeah, Indiana, San Diego.
Yeah. Carmen Jones.
Carmen Jones.
That's what she's going with.
Yeah, I love it. Does she have a strategy for tonight? Candy that she likes?
She is definitely wanting to get as much candy as possible, and therefore is like just she's gonna cover a massive amount of ground and look as cute as possible to get like the good candy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And her favorite candy, I think, like just like fruity gummy candy. Not any one in particular, just all the gummy candy.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Cool. So, let's go to Link.
Okay. So Link is the weird kid that does whatever he wants, but in the way that no one can stop him because he doesn't get embarrassed. And he's always like, you don't know how, but he always has candy in his pockets. Like, he'll always like, anytime he sees anyone, he's like, "Hey, do you want a gummy worm? I've had it in my pocket for 4 days now." And you're like, "Why?" Just in case. And
You
so,
never know.
right? And so
Emergency gummy worm.
and so Link's dressed. He both couldn't decide, and then decided that it was best to go with the ultimate form of zombie princess cowboy. And so he's dressed up in almost like a ballroom dress that's like ripped and dirty and has like big blood stains. And he's got a lasso on his side and a little sheriff's badge. And he has a cowboy hat with a tiara on it, and zombie makeup and like blood all over his mouth, and a horse on a stick thing, but the horse is a skeleton. Like, it's a skeleton horse.
Something that we wish we had in real life.
Don't at me like that.
And what's Link's favorite candy?
He does not have one, obviously. He likes to eat everything.
You're right. His favorite candy is butter. Got it.
Just how it is.
All right. I love him so much. So which one of you guys wanted to go first?
Let's go together. No.
Say it at the same time.
That sounds like a whole lot of issues to try and do.
Let's go with Jamie.
Okay, Jamie is probably a lot happier than her teenage counterpart.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
What could it be?
She has long red hair that probably hasn't been cut in a long time, and big glasses, and a smile on her face because she's not upset. And she's dressed up like a mermaid, and it's probably like one of those like homemade costumes. So like it's got like the tail's probably made out of like cardboard and stuff, and like strapped on her back, on her butt, and like wrapped around with like a with a rope, because there's too many kids in their house, so their mom needed to make do with something. And Jamie's her strategy to get candy is just to be the most polite that she could be. And her favorite candy is anything chocolate. So, conch bars.
I like it. Yes. Conch bars looks like a conch shell.
Yeah, like crunch bars, but conch bars.
All right, last but not least, Sophie.
Well, Sophie, much like her sister, has very long, well, probably not as long, probably a lot more curlier red hair. Just kind of a mess. And on top of it, she's dressed as a pirate. And she has a little, probably like paper-made pirate hat that she's like painted over, and has a little eye patch, but has it up here on her forehead because she can't see with it on. And much like Jamie, her whole strategy is just to be so nice that people just give her candy.
Good. I
And
love these nerds.
As for her favorite candy, I'm trying to think of a clever name for it. She's a huge fan of the Finnish fish.
Finnish flounders.
Finnish flounders, that's better.
I love it. Yes, good.
I was going to say saltwater taffy, but I figured that'd be too on the nose.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
ow.
What?
You're pinging, I think.
Someone's
Oh.
pinging.
Mute yourself by it for a moment.
Okay, we are having slight technical difficulties. I muted pretty much everybody. We're not pinging anymore, right?
We're not pinging anymore.
Okay.
I think it's Aella.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Your microphone might be too close to your speaker.
Is that better?
Well, it's not deafening us, so.
Okay.
That sounds better.
Great. Okay.
It-
Sorry about that.
Luckily, it wasn't a really high frequency.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, so I don't know.
That's because you don't hear your own audio.
Well, yes. Okay, so you guys are all friends already. You've been friends for a long time now.
A whole year.
A whole year. It's crazy. I know.
It's like 10% of my life.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Hunter, your other friend, got the case of the measles, and
He's
is
always
homesick.
sick on Halloween. What's with that?
Always on Halloween. In every universe, Hunter's just sick on Halloween. Maybe there's a curse upon him.
Maybe he's secretly a warlock, and there's like some secret solstice ceremonies he has to, or equinox ceremonies he has to do.
Well, let's not talk about the actual game.
He has, he has to go up to his pagan gods and just make it rain.
Yeah,
Just throw a bunch
yeah.
of ones.
Yep.
That's how he gets all his money. He sacrifices a human in every Halloween. Since he was 10. Alright, so you guys are out on probably either like Sophie and Jamie Street or on Nigel Street. You guys can pick. I feel like probably the Twins' Street.
Wow.
They probably want to try to get away from their family, because there's gonna be
Yeah.
so many of their siblings there that they're like, oh no, they're gonna come here and get all the candy, so we're gonna go
Okay.
somewhere else.
Okay, so you guys tell
Fair.
me where you guys go. Which
Probably to
is-
Nigel's.
Nigel's place.
Whichever house has the tallest hedges that I can hide in, so no one
It-
sees my outfit.
If Hunter was here, we go to his place because rich
yeah.
people.
Oh,
But
yeah.
coincidentally,
Chocolate
no
bars.
matter how I hide, there's always pink floppy ears and a giant bushy tail poking out somewhere.
Oh,
He finds like a cardboard box, but somehow still the bunny ears like stick out of it.
They
Nice.
break through the cardboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys are walking around. There's a bunch of kids out. They're all dressed up, and there's like people yelling places. There's music playing somewhere in the background. You see your older sister like hanging out with some kids on the front porch of another house, and everybody's just having a grand old time. So
She's hanging out
I
with
want
them.
everybody to roll me a treat and see how well you're doing so far.
She hangs out with all the big kids in middle school. So
Yeah, they're
what do we-
being rapscallions.
we're,
They don't want
uh,
to trick or treat anymore. That's for little kids.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're rolling a trick or treat.
You're rolling a treat. So basically, you want to roll, I believe.
For those unaware, we are playing a tiny little tabletop game called Tricks and Treats, a Halloween lasers and feelings hack by Nick Wadig. I'm probably mispronounced that name.
Yeah. Sorry, I love this game confuses me sometimes, but let's see.
Should we all choose a number between 2 and 7?
So you guys all have a number like for your character, and then you roll the dice. So you want to get above your number for tricks and below your number for treats. So for example, I would say like Link is very a treat kind of character. So he would have a low number so he can get above that number for treats. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody roll a d6, and actually you guys are prepared for this because you guys have been excited and prepared for this for about a month now. So you guys get 2 d6, and you get to roll that for me.
D6 or D8?
D6, I believe. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think Nigel would be a 3 for his number, I guess. Because he's definitely not one for chicks.
Jamie is also a 3.
Okay.
And I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you get a trick or treat, which means that you get a special item or a thing or whatever you want, like a little thing that you can use later on, like in the other game we played. So you get, when you are going around, actually everybody else roll for me, tell me what you got, and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right.
Okay,
I got a 7.
And what's your number?
A 2.
Okay, so you got it.
You got it.
You got it.
Mine's a 4, and I rolled a 3, pretty much, for both.
Okay. Okay, so what did Aella get?
So I rolled 2 3s, and my number was 4.
Okay. So, okay. You guys are walking around, and you guys have a pretty good so far. You've gotten a couple of like really good the good candy. You've gotten some like weird protein bars. You've gotten like like an apple from somebody because there's that one person.
Always that one.
Always that one.
Yep.
But Jamie, you hear from a couple of the other kids that there is a house that is giving out huge size candy bars. And you hear that it's like the big house at the end of the street. Oh gosh.
You guys! Full-size candy bars at the end of the street. We have to go.
Yes. Absolutely.
But that
Do it.
head pops up out of the hedge nearby. But that means I have to cross the street in the open.
Nigel, you'll be fine. No one cares.
Oh, it's
Halloween.
okay, Nigel.
And he's all nervous and crosses the street.
Oh.
Tries to use you all as cover. Assassin's Creed style, where he just sits in the middle.
Nigel, if anyone makes fun of you, I'm gonna punch him, okay?
No, punching's mean.
Making fun of people's mean, so... If you're mean, you
Two
deserve
means
people
make
to
it
be
right.
mean. Yes, exactly.
So, as you walk to the end of the street, you guys see a normal-looking house, but it's decorated like to look really creepy. And there's like sort of like a line in front of this house. There's a lot of kids here. Like everybody is hitting up this house.
I wonder why.
Nigel actually doesn't I'm sorry. Nigel, you actually don't know who lives in this house, and like that's weird because most like this is a neighborhood where most people know each other. Even like the kids know who lives in each house. But you've never seen this house before, or like you knew it was there, but nobody has lived in it in a really long time.
Guys,
As long as you can remember.
maybe we shouldn't go here. This place is scary.
Spooky houses are the best, though.
Ugh.
Where creeps happen. But not like creeps, but like creeps, you know?
No.
Yeah. Halloween is all about the spooky. Come on.
Exactly.
I thought it was about the candy.
Well, it's about the spooky and the candy. You have to go through the spooky to get the candy. That's how it works.
And you see like a couple of kids go by and they're like, "Oh my god, these candies are amazing, dude! Oh hell yeah!"
Full-size candy bars, guys.
So Jamie's gone.
Jamie's just vibrating.
Come on, Sophie. If we look really cute, they'll give us more.
I feel like Jamie's like pulling Sophie and Sophie's following, but not quite fast enough for Jamie.
She's like getting like dragged by her hand and legs just flying in the wind.
Yes.
Yep.
So you dash for the door. This house has a lot of decorations on it, and like a lot of kids are just chilling out. There's like creepy music playing and lights everywhere. And you come up to the door and you ring the doorbell, I assume, or knock on the door, whatever you want.
There what?
You knock on the door and you see this older gentleman to you. You think that he's like younger than your parents. He has black like messy hair and like glasses on, and he's wearing like a lab coat, and he sort of looks like he's sort of has a costume on, but like he didn't really try, and he's kind of looks like a mess. And he stands at the door and he greets you and he's like, "Oh, what do we have here?"
Who has the biggest outfit? Probably Link, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Nigel's like purposely behind Link then.
Okay. You're just hiding
So
under
now-
his dress.
So Link looks like a zombie cowboy princess.
Funny. Perfect.
Good. And he just kneels down to Jamie and Sophie, and he says, "You guys are, oh, hi. Would you like a candy bar?" Sorry. He looks kind of nervous, and it's kind
He
of
looks
weird.
kind of nervous.
Holds out a bowl with some candy in it, and they're big candy bars. But it's not a brand you've seen before. It's like a weird, like, other brand. And
Other brand.
Oh
Other
no!
brand.
Oh no! It's RC bars.
It's called Mind Meld chocolate bars.
I'm sure that's fine.
It's called Totally Safe for Children chocolate bars.
Are they closed?
Do not consume if you're under 18.
And they have like a little scientist dude on it, and they look really cute. There's just big old candy bars, and he gives out the plate to you.
Ooh, scientist person. And I grab one.
Yep. Sophie will reach out to grab one and just go, "Thank you."
Can we only get one? Can I just...
He looks at you, and he kind of like, the moment like you reach your hand to the bowl, he kind of like scoots back, kind of like nervously, like he's afraid that you're gonna explode.
But like, can I stick my grubby little hand on all of them?
You can roll me a trick roll.
Ooh, you
Okay.
should lick your hand and then put your hand all over them and then say they're yours.
This is
it
why
just
Sophie
one
grabbed hers
dice?
earlier.
I got a 5,
What's your number?
2.
a 2.
So you doing? It's
A trick you gotta
Unless I
roll.
need a second number for tricks.
no,
Today.
no.
It's a 1 to 8 scale.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you don't. He like grabs it before you can do that, and he's like, just one. I only have so many candies." And he kind of
Understandable.
like looks so nervous. Like all of a sudden, he was fine for like right before he spotted you guys. And he just is like, you have a safe night, kids. I'm gonna go now. And he closes the door.
That guy was.
Okay.
That guy was
Sophie
weird.
Sophie turns to Link. He also thought your costume was very scary.
Good. As he should be afraid of me. No one can stop the zombie princess cowboy.
Nope,
Your
nobody.
death is inevitable.
Just give up now.
Nigel's already at the sidewalk. Just like peeking around something, looking at the rest of you.
Okay,
What are the rest of you
so
guys doing?
I mean, I didn't get a candy bar.
I am getting it.
Well, he would have given you all candy.
Okay.
Like when you came to the door. You just got really uncomfortable when Link and Nigel showed up.
Oh, good, cool,
How
great.
rude.
Because they were the ends.
Well, that was weird. So where should we go now? Or should we?
and
More candy!
Yes.
And as you guys are going to your next house, you notice that there's surprisingly less people around. Like it
Candy for
suddenly got
us.
quieter.
More candy for us.
Oh, maybe this is one of those sneaky ones where it's at the back door.
It's,
Maybe it's getting really late. None of us own watches. We're too tiny.
Yeah.
it's
I
not
mean,
that
I have
late,
my dad's
actually.
pocket watch.
Your clock says it's about like 7:30.
Oh, we just started, man. Like,
7:30.
where'd everyone go?
7:30. Everyone's done. They've been done for 2
Yeah.
hours. Oh wait, sorry. This isn't 2019. I see.
I was gonna say. I was like,
This is real trick or treating. All right.
I was gonna
good.
say, like, I was up
When you
usually
actually
until
go
like
after
10 or
dark.
11.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, you
Got
didn't
cotton
know
candy a
that.
few
Kids these
times.
days,
Yeah.
come on, get your shit together.
Usually around
please.
from 3 to 5 on like the Sunday or Saturday before.
I mean, it's
Great.
not the kids, it's the parents.
Yeah. Granted, it poured rain today, so I feel bad for anybody who went trick or treating.
Today was
I mean,
like
there's-
perfect trick or treating weather.
There is literal snow on the ground right
Nice.
now. So,
I'm jealous.
I'm living in the nightmare before Christmas.
I'm jealous because I love snow. So
All right, let's not
this?
get distracted.
we're
Yeah.
The
always
stuff falling out of
distracted.
Trick or
the,
treating.
What's
Yes.
this?
Where'd everyone go?
So, suddenly, like the wind starts to howl and the trees start to move, and you guys feel like there's like a weird vibration in the air.
There's a weird vibration in the air. I don't like it.
There's some weird juju muju baduju happening.
This reminds
Is
me of
this normal California weather?
this reminds me of the 7th episode of Super Go-Go Busters, where the kids got kidnapped, and then super awesome whatever the guy I said at the beginning of this man shows up and saves everybody. You all know this is just Nigel's favorite done like Yu-Gi-Oh / Pokemon equivalent anime.
yeah, I think I saw that episode.
Yeah, he beat them all with his super awesome spinning top.
Spinning top monster card.
There is a card like that. I don't laugh
I
about
know
that.
there is.
I summon my trap card, Beyblade.
Let
I
it
think I just described Bakuman.
Yeah, you more or less
With
described.
my Beyblade, I'm able to activate my Uno reverse card.
Oh, that's it. That's how this
Ultimate
game
combo.
works. Yeah.
There we go.
And so are you guys like? So what are you guys doing? Are you walking? Or are you staying in place? What are you guys up to?
Let's just go into the next one. Maybe they got a trading card booster pack for that house.
Unlikely,
Nigel-
but sounds fun.
Sophie looks
More candy.
confused by this. By the idea of there being a trading card that they'd give us.
What, you never
Why would
got
someone
like
give
toys and
Cards,
Halloween?
not candy.
I got toothbrushes once because we had a dentist on our street.
Is it like
Aw, man.
like it seems like I've gotten toothbrushes on Halloween too.
Yeah, we also got like actual fresh made cotton candy too. So
I've gotten a fresh apple, and I would have to say that was actually probably the best treat I had.
I got a mini skeleton last year when I went trick or treating.
A mini
Aw.
skeleton?
Epic.
Yeah, like
That's amazing.
hanging skeleton.
Oh,
that's awesome.
I'm gonna go up and get it because I'll show everybody my sloth costume when I don't.
Oh,
oh,
are you being like Nigel right now? Nobody look at my costume.
Nobody look at my costume.
It's adorable.
I love it so much.
Yeah, we're going to the next house.
So as soon
Next
as
house.
Or candy.
you go to the next house, suddenly the house turns from blue to purple. And like not just like a normal purple, but like a bright purple. Like purple stuff purple.
Man, they must have gotten those really expensive lights.
wow, I think that house has horns on it.
That is an awesome color, but
What's going on in the window there? Is that lady throwing tea? She flinging tea? That's right, it's screen. Tea flinging. Anyway, so Nigel awkwardly flops over there because I forgot to mention that this onesie has ridiculously giant goofy rabbit feet.
Oh,
Good.
yes.
As he walks over to the door, and he opens it, he sees a lady with I'm trying to think what would be the equivalent at like 2001 or whatever, but I'm just
anything Hot
imagining
Topic.
her like Doc Ock from Into the Spider-Verse kind of thing, except
big
she
hair.
has bright red hair.
We're on Nigel Street, aren't we?
Yes.
Of course, everyone on Nigel Street's a bunch of scientists. Okay.
And she says, "Oh, hi there. How's it going tonight?"
Hi.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
And she gives you guys like the same candy bar as the house before you.
2 big candy bars.
Yeah, it's weird, but this one is purple.
Ooh, I wonder what purple
My
tastes
friend,
like.
my friend Link didn't get a bar at the other house.
Oh, can he have 2?
Oh, of course he can. And she gives Link 2 candy bars, and she says, "You look so lovely. I love that outfit.
Thanks. I made it myself.
It's adorable."
Is that the?
And
I'm
she
sorry.
like, gets-
Aww.
Sorry,
what did I miss?
I just noticed Callie's thing. It has 3 fingers.
Yes, the three-toed sloth.
And as you get closer, and she like smiles at you and it's like, you look good enough to eat.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
And her
Thank you.
her eyes glow red, and she starts like suddenly like darkness starts to form on her face.
I pull out my whistle and I blow it. I'm kidding. Don't worry.
Can I throw my apple at her?
Okay, are you actually doing that?
No, me or Link?
Both of you.
No, I'm not actually doing that.
Okay. You can actually do that. She just like she's gonna leap on top of you if you don't do anything.
Then can I throw my apple at her?
Yes, roll me a trick, please.
Would that be a treat? Haha. I tried.
X.
No.
Dang it!
No.
I'm trying.
You have too low of a number for tricks.
Yep. So you do that, and it's just kind of like you throw like you're too close to her, so you like kind of throw it behind her, and he.
This is just like if I did a physical check too.
That's on you. Stop making lanky boys.
Nigel tries to run away and he trips over his floppy feet and he just falls over.
Oh.
She jumps on top of you, and suddenly she's no longer that pretty lady. She's turning into like a creepy monster-looking thing, and it's like, and just jumps on top of you and goes, "Let me eat you, boy."
I want to kick her.
I was gonna say Sophie draws. I assume she has like a cardboard sword that she made. Draws that, tries to smack her with it too.
Yes,
I
give
have
me
a
a
whip.
treat. A trick. You guys can work together, so each of you gets 2 dice.
Hey,
And if you roll below
on
below
either.
your number on either of them, then you're good.
What if you match?
If you match the number,
Yeah,
your number,
yeah.
then you get a trick and treat. So that means that you get to choose. You tell me what happens. You get that's basically critting. So tell me what happens.
I don't know.
Well,
She's on top of Link. She's about to like.
I got tangled up in my whip because I got really excited.
It's like, I get to use this. Oh god.
Oh, classic, classic.
I'm assuming Sophie just kind of smacks her in the face with it.
Okay.
Feels a little bad about it, but also scary monster attacking.
Yeah. So you smack her in the face, and she just like snarls and like hits her really hard. And Link, you're able to like scramble out of her reach, and now she's just kind of like looking around and about to charge at Sophie. So, what are you guys doing?
Ah.
Also, remember that you're kids, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nigel's running away.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Link.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys start heading off, and suddenly, as you're heading off, you end up in a different place. And it sort of looks like your street, but it sort of looks like it's underwater?
We're in the year 3000.
Maybe.
How did we get into Italy?
And like, you can also breathe underwater. Like, and there's still no people
How did we get
around.
into Innsmouth?
And all the
Sophie's a
houses-
mermaid.
I'm not a mermaid. Jamie's a mermaid. I can't. How can you not tell us apart? We look completely different.
I had to. Kevin's not here.
Are there fish?
Yeah, there are fish.
There's a
There's
drowning
like, fish
road-
swimming in the background. All the houses are made of seashells. There's like colored light, like floating lights everywhere. It's beautiful.
You got a drowning pink rodent. Okay.
Oh, wait, is the house?
Atlantis is real.
Are the houses made out of seashells, or are they one big seashell?
Yes.
Are they by a
Okay.
seashore?
And you guys are in this magical wonderland of water and magic.
What's happening to Link? Link just get pulled in and we'd never see Link again?
No, Link is
No,
with
Link
you
got
guys.
away.
Sophie
Link-
was a
yeah,
hero.
You
Yeah,
guys
Link-
kicked
yeah.
ass.
Sophie saved him.
and she definitely wouldn't have just left Link there. She would have probably tried to help Link up and run away behind.
Yeah.
Thank
What is happening?
I
As,
don't.
as I'm like floating in the water? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're watering.
I'm wearing like a onesie. That thing absorbs the water like no tomorrow. I'm probably like anchored to the ground.
And
I
like,
mean, if you're completely underwater, it doesn't matter.
yeah. I would say
No.
like you have like some sort of like zero gravity kind of situation going on. Think that way.
Okay, I'm like upside down sometimes and I'm just flailing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
How did I get here?
The floor is up. The floor is up. As I just like go across the screen spinning.
And then
Aella
you
like tries to grab Nigel and bring him back down to earth.
and as you guys are doing that, you hear a big like earthquakey sound coming, and then you hear another sound, which sounds more like, "Hey kids, you gotta get out of here!" And you see, what looks to be a giant monster
Ah!
going from the end of the street and is just going right at you guys.
I'm gonna pull Nigel with me as I run for one of that seashell houses.
Would it be
Sophie
swim?
Or sw-
Yeah,
I'm making
swim.
my way that direction.
Yeah. Sophie tries and like help the rest of them move.
Sophie, you're not a mermaid.
She's not the best swimmer, but she does. I say
I
my
need to
mind
get
goes
out of
to.
the way.
She always has that protective kind of thing still.
Mm.
Okay. So you do that, and like somebody grabs you and pulls you into a house, like all of you, and it's like, oh my god! And you hear the monster from outside going, "Rawr!" and then it swims by, and you see the scientist dude from before, and he's like, are you oh gosh, are you guys okay?
What's happening?
Why
Well,
are you?
there may have been a slight miscalculation on my part, and
Are we still?
we may be stuck in an interdimensional portal zone.
What?
I thought those only happened in Nigel's cartoons.
Or so her Jamie's.
Did you switch the wires?
Guess they're the same.
Did you switch the wires into flux capacitor?
No, but you see, I'm not from your dimension, and I was trying to get back to my dimension, and the way to do that is to power my machine, which is magical, sort of, because, well, magic, my science, it's a long story, but I don't want to get into it because time continuum, I'm not sure. I'm very confused. And basically, I try to power my machine with happiness, and I try to give kids candy, and it got too much because everybody liked the candy, and I probably should have made it fun size and not giant candy bars. That's on me.
I look
Yeah.
around. Does anything in here look like it's a machine that would do this?
You see this house? It is like somebody like was not living here, but more like squatting in here. There's like a sleeping bag on the floor and like ramen cups all over the tabletop, and there's this big giant like jack-o'-lantern looking thing in the middle of the room. Sort of looks like somebody like stuck tubes in it and has wires coming out of it, and it's glowing and is just going, and as you guys are standing here, and it kind of like,
Are-
and
Are we still
kind
underwater?
of does like a, and suddenly you guys are no longer swimming. You guys kind of like fall to the floor, and everything is kind of like a mirage, and all colorful and stuff, and it's weird and like bubbly, and he's like, ah, we did it again! Ow!
Is what doing weed feels like?
What?
I wouldn't know.
What? Why doing like a dandelion dance? What?
No, it's a thing my parents
Oh, well.
students
And,
do sometimes.
Nigel just like
It's a thing
you
my
hear like
parents do
you hear like a
sometimes, don't
wet
worry about it.
you hear like the as Nigel just walks over to the giant pumpkin thing.
I should have known that this would happen. I should have known, but I didn't think. Why didn't I think about this? This always happens.
Could I treat them by trying to fix the jack-o'-lantern thingy?
You can try.
You don't seem like a very good scientist if you don't think about the possible results of your experiments.
Well, I did a miniature experiment and it went perfectly well, and then I just like
Fixed
multiplied it by kind of like just you
A tube was loose.
and, so you're looking at this machine and you do see the screw with like the tube being loose, and you fix it, and suddenly it's like it's like, oh no, don't do that, and you now are like rapidly switching dimensions. So you're like going through this mirage place. Now it's like a coffee shop. Then
So we're Guardians
Is
of
it
the
like Willy
Galaxy.
Wonka?
We're Guardians of the Galaxy where all our faces turn weird and we're just like, "Wah!"
yeah, pretty much. Imagine like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, random the
Oh
random,
God.
yeah,
Uh,
Willy Wonka?
The improbability engine.
thank
the
you. That's the
protein?
one.
Infinite
Yeah.
improbability drive. Something
Yes.
like
Yeah.
That's what happens. Suddenly it's all that. And
Oh, God.
the scientist dude, he comes up and he grabs it and he's like, ugh! And suddenly you stop. And everything turns off.
that. Sophie just kind of collapses on the ground.
And everything looks normal now. Like you look outside, it looks like your street. It looks fine to you.
Does a giant scream come out of the ground and it's Flander's head? Sorry, Simpsons episode. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, and as you're doing that, he says, I didn't want to turn it off, but I kind of put it on a lower setting so, we don't go through space and time that rapidly. I don't know why it's taking
Why can't you just turn it off?
because then I won't be able to get home. If I turn it off, then it won't turn back again because like I'm using up all the power and now it's gonna
It's like a car engine with a bad starter.
exactly like that.
You remember,
Good job.
Nigel's a super nerd genius. He's 10, so he's like maybe high school level right now.
So, but I figured out what we need to do to get it to work. So you see these, and he actually grabs one from like Link's like. What do you have like to keep your candy in?
A pillowcase.
Okay.
The
I
classic.
maybe say pockets, so
Just a big pocket. You just
I mean, that is a pillowcase.
exactly. Just
That's what
throw it
Link
to the inside of the
calls it.
dress.
That's
Yeah,
actually
he just his whole dress is one big pocket. Like he just unvelcros and stuffs it into his dress.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then he won't go into that because that would be weird. So he grabs like the candy bar from one of you guys and he's like, see, for some reason, we've gone through 3 dimensions so far and these things keep popping up. And I think that what's happening is because I use them to make the power to turn on the machine, they will null and void it because every time we do that, it moves and then it stops. Like every time I got one of these, it stopped. So that's what I think we need to do. I think we need to get them
We need to collect candy.
So we get more candy if we keep jumping?
I mean,
So,
so
we
far
need to
we're still on
we
a
need to
streak.
steal candy from the other kids.
Robbery.
I barely know her. I don't steal candy from kids. That would be weird. But something is going on here that like it's not like completely different dimensions. It's the same multiverse, if you will. It's the same place. Although it's still a little different. Every time it's a little different. Like your dimension is kind of different from my dimension, and the dimension with the ocean was a little different from our dimension, and so on and so on. I was trying to get the candy. I saw you guys, but I don't know why it took you guys with me into this world.
Maybe
It seems
maybe
weird.
it because we're close enough proximity and we are also carrying the same catalyst that you have, these chocolate bars?
Maybe.
Saying this 10-year-old child, the ears are just completely straight down because they're just soaking wet. It's still just dripping. There's just a puddle where Nigel's standing.
Do you want like a shirt or something? Because you look uncomfortable.
Yes, please.
Oh.
He'll pull out like out of his bag. He has like a bag, like to carry like a backpack. Pulls out like a big T-shirt that has like
It says, I survived the deep dive.
It's an FBI. No, we're too young. Never mind.
No, it has it's like an anime T-shirt,
It's
but it's like
Nigel
of
from
an
the
anime you've never
future.
seen before.
Ew, it's from Sailor Moon. I'm a boy and I'm shallow and I think it's dumb.
You rather wear a funny outfit? Also, this is one of the greatest shows of all time, so I say to you,
Just peel off this disgusting wet rag of a costume.
and he gives you the T-shirt, and it's like, I want that back. My friend gave it to me.
Okay.
Sounds fake.
Aw.
You notice Nigel's put all of his candy in his costume because he didn't have pockets or anything.
It's all drenching wet.
Aw.
All
Do
right.
you, do you want to put your candy in my thing? I promise I'll give it all back. She's got like a leather messenger bag because she wanted to capture the look,
Yeah.
the try hard.
Okay.
Oh.
Flips the awkwardly
I'm so
tries
sorry
to
that-
flip over the just because it's all one piece, a full body costume, and like awkwardly just like tries to shake him out of the feet. You now see how the feet were able to keep their form. It's because all the candy goes at the bottom.
Yes.
One way to do it.
Whatever it takes.
The candy smells like socks.
So he.
Well, he'll know which ones are his. At least.
Exactly.
So he says to you, so are you guys up for this? To help me out to get us back home? All of us home?
I do my best. Not sure I completely understand what's going on, but
Adventure.
Yeah, save the day. Because otherwise we might collapse the multiverse.
Nigel starts nervously eating one of the candy bars.
Man, they're good.
Messing with time, messing with the multiverse sounds like a bad idea. Like messing with time.
It would just mean we die. as
She
we
would
continue
know
to
about
play.
messing around with time, wouldn't she?
ooh,
Not yet.
well, maybe.
Not in this universe. It's not canon in this universe.
We don't know.
Or
I
is
don't know
it?
you guys-
We're going
Or
to
is
alternate
it?
We don't
universes. Who
know.
knows?
It's like a rug.
Who is that little lady with the big red hat? Why is everything on fire? She has a vampire with her. Weird.
As soon as you said the red hat, I'm like, oh, I know what this one is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe she has candy. We should ask her.
You go up to the little person in the red hat.
And it's a red cap, and we all die. The end.
Hey.
Yeah, Nigel would.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, trick or treat.
Oh, and she'll go into her bag and give you a cookie.
Oh.
It's shaped like a heart.
Oh.
Enjoy. I made it myself.
Thanks. Go back to Aella, and I just throw the cookie in the pile.
And she like turns around to the vampire and she says, "I don't know why these kids are in hell, but that seems weird."
Wait, I thought this was a
Therapy.
multiverse. This is hell? I don't understand.
And suddenly you go whoosh again.
Hey, a ducky! Oh.
And you're like in a you're in like a desert street bazaar, and there's like police sirens just in the distance, which is weird because everything else looks like kind of old school kind of thing.
Like Aladdin.
Like Aladdin. Exactly like Aladdin. And you guys are on the street. What do?
Find Aladdin.
Steal his bread. Kill his monkey.
Whoa, Aya. Aya goes hard. Is that said?
This is the way Naomi said it. It was like, find Aladdin.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We find.
I am the story of Aladdin.
We find the street
I'm Aladdin
rat.
now.
I'm the beggar now.
I mean, Ayla's gonna hide from the cops because she did talk about stealing candy from children and also mentioned weed. So she's definitely gonna get arrested.
Rip.
Are you not supposed to pick dandelions? I pick dandelions.
It's a different kind of weed, Nigel. I think. Maybe. I don't know.
It seems green,
must be
not yellow.
Must be crabgrass then.
So as you guys are standing in the street, Aella hiding behind a bush or like behind
I'm like hiding behind a stall.
Yeah, behind a stall, you see a like something that looks like a genie drive up to you on a carpet with like lights going off everywhere, and it is like, woo woo woo, hey kids, how's it going?
Well, I'm told me not to talk to strangers.
I'm a cop. I'm just making sure everybody's doing okay on this lovely Arabian night.
I thought that you couldn't even finish the sentence.
I'm sorry.
No, you aren't. Don't. I admit it. You aren't sorry at all for that.
No, I'm not.
Search your
He's
feelings.
like,
You know it
are
to
you
be
guys
true.
okay? I've heard there was suspicious genie activity in this neighborhood.
I wish I was home.
I haven't seen you. You're the only genie I've seen.
Yeah.
Activity.
And suddenly, on top of, I imagine Jamie has like a crown made out of seashells. Her seashell crown turns into a flower crown. And suddenly there's a chicken in Link's hands. And there is, like, Nigel, like, gets little kitty ears. And,
Oh.
and Aella, like, from behind the stall, like, pops up and is on a motorcycle for some reason.
Oh!
And so Sophie starts floating. And it's like,
Dude.
oh no, there's genie activity around here. You hear like giggling from a trash can.
Sophie's like panicking as she's like floating.
Do genies have chocolate bars?
I'm afraid of heights.
We're looking for
Chocolate
chocolate
bars?
bars.
What are you talking about? The only thing, genies can do anything as long as they follow genie rules. And he says, The first rule being that you only grant wishes to the one who released you. And there is none of you that released the genie, right?
I didn't make a wish.
I don't think so. Is he a genie?
Not on purpose.
Is he a genie? As I just point over at the guy that got us in this situation in the first place?
Nah, he's just a human.
Ayla's gonna
sneak
like
over and look
drive
in
her
the trash.
motorcycle over, basically walk it because she has no idea how to drive a motorcycle,
Well, he said
and
he
knock
used.
the trash can over.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, that guy said that he used magic or whatever. So genies use
Well,
magic,
I
right?
technically use magic and science, but I'm not a genie. I do know a genie. She's weird. Let's not talk about it. Long story.
This is all weird.
Somehow I can
Everything
hear,
is weird.
Anymore.
I don't know about you
No.
guys, but I feel really weird because I can hear everything in like multiple different angles because I have 4 ears now.
I'm floating.
I have a chicken!
I feel like Link got the best out of this whole deal.
Oh, I love your chicken!
Ayla revs her motorcycle way too hard.
It lays an egg.
Link grabs it and puts
Wait,
it
the
in his dress.
motorcycle? Because Ayla's like, I rev it way too hard. And you're like, it lays an egg.
The motorcycle lays an egg.
Yeah,
Motorcycle
that's
egg.
exactly
Cracks
what
open
happened.
a tiny motorcycles
I
inside.
was about to say, does it get like a
Like-
tricycle?
Well, it's like a tech deck motorcycle.
Oh, yes.
Now we are getting into early 2000s. Okay.
Yeah, it lays an egg. I don't know how it does it, but it's a magical motorcycle, so anything's
Exhaust pipe.
possible.
Pops out of the exhaust pipe, yeah.
And it's like one of those like toy eggs, like
Kinder egg?
like an Easter
I
egg
miss
kind
Kinder
of
eggs.
situation.
Secrets? Are there secrets in the egg?
I don't know.
Nigel just
And
goes
for
over and
bully,
opens it.
Treat roll, please.
For whom?
Ooh.
Amber,
Who's rolling treat?
you.
Me? Okay.
You laid an egg. I don't know what to tell you.
I got a 4.
You got a 4, and what's your number?
The number's 4.
Oh, so
Hey.
you get trick and treat. So
You crit.
you tell me what's inside the egg.
I mean, I like the idea of a little miniature tech deck motorcycle, but
Okay, yeah.
It's a baby!
yeah. Gonna keep it, and it's gonna grow up, and then I'm gonna ride it to school every day.
It's a little purple motorcycle.
I like to think it just like hops a little bit. It's just like, bark, bark, bark.
And suddenly the genie boops Nigel, and
Wait, what genie? Whoop.
the one that you knocked over the trash can, he floated out, suddenly boops Nigel on the face, and he turns into a cat. And
Meow.
Oh.
I
Well,
run to pick
that
up
might be
Cat
a
Nigel.
problem. That happened to me once. You don't want that to happen to you.
Meow.
Cat.
He's so cute,
Kitty.
though.
Hmm.
I pick up Cat Nigel.
And
As you like, when they shake a cat when they're mad, make like.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
and suddenly the genie points his fingers at Jamie, and suddenly she's like covered in flowers. Like
Like it's an it situation, but with
Yes.
flowers?
yes.
Because I'm a
Okay, cool.
cat, I sneeze everywhere. I'm just.
This is
Flowers
way
and
better.
And the genie is like cracking up. He's having a great old time. He's just like, and the cop genie.
You're doing the feet squealing again, Aya.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
Jeez, it's so windy outside right now.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
It's the genie.
Your
Is that
microphone's
better?
haunted.
Okay, yeah, it's better.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I'm licking off the pollen on my fur. It's quite agitating.
So there's 2 genies now,
Also,
right?
I'm trying to eat.
Yes.
I'm trying to eat one of the flowers too.
The genie on the carpet jumps off the carpet and floats up, and he's starting to chase the other one away. And
But wait, can you fix our friends? Maybe. I like
I
the
like
motorcycle. We can keep that.
Jamie,
Okay.
Jamie says that as just Cat Nigel's just nomming on one of the flowers.
and I would he's like, sorry kids, I gotta catch this guy, and he starts circling
But
him.
Nigel's a cat.
You guys
guess
can
that's
try to
fine.
stop him. I'm sure like he passes each of you by, like maneuvering between you.
wanna
The mischievous
try
one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sophie will also try and step in the way.
Okay.
Grab.
Nigel
roll
being-
me, I don't know, whatever you feel is more appropriate here.
Probably no. What? I'll make this super easy. She'll stick her foot out to try and trip, more or less.
All right, now you get trick.
They don't have.
Okay.
But they don't have feet. They're genies.
Can I throw my chicken at it too?
You can certainly
Roll
try.
the chicken. So one d8, Aya.
1d6. Or is it d8?
It's a d8.
Okay.
I was looking at it's rolling. Yeah, it's d8s.
Oops. All
Can I
right.
make this roll a
And-
treat in the sense of that it's a treat for my chicken to fly?
Woo!
You know what? I'll give it to you. Whatever.
Huzzah!
I have to roll under, right? Yes. Hey, I rolled under mine.
Yay!
Hey.
Okay, so you somehow trip the genie, and more like less you put your foot out, more like you put your hand out, and it kind of just kind of like flopped over.
Clothesline. Yeah.
I was also alternatively just thinking of like the body check from like hockey, where just
Bam.
crouch down, drop shoulder.
Yes, and very much that. And he rolls on the floor and he's like, "Hey, why would you do that? I gave you all your wishes."
I didn't wish for a motorcycle. I mean, it's cool, but like,
The motorcycle runs on your hand and is like, beep beep.
I don't know how to fly. Why? I'm afraid of heights.
Nigel, just now getting comfortable, starts to purr and curl up on Jamie and do the cat thing where you're now anchored and you can't move.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he'd like
I gotta-
to be a boy again, not a cat. Although he
Yeah.
looks very, very cozy right now.
I gotta.
I mean, he looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, but I feel like he can't enjoy his cartoons as much in this form.
Oh. What's a cartoon?
It's
That's when Nigel's ears perk up and he looks at the camera, unamused.
like moving, pictures.
Yeah,
like
I
moving
know what a
pictures.
picture is. And as you're like starting to explain to him, the other genie floats up to you and he's like, "Oh, good, you kids caught him. Now, Mister, turn these kids, turn this kid back to how he's supposed to be. Release
Aella
all the wishes."
puts her
I
tiny
could share my
motorcycle in her
flowers.
pocket.
I could share my flowers with my friends now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Um,
Nigel's a cat scarf on you. We'll just go with that.
Oh.
You hear him
Cry.
like purring. He's like, he's like, "Oh, all right," and he wiggles his nose, and suddenly all the flowers just kind of fall off of Jamie, and Nigel just kind of turns back into a person and falls on top of Jamie.
What happened?
Oops.
As question, Aya, real quick. This is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Are the flowers that were on Jamie? Do they happen to be the flowers that she collects for her friends?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Jamie picks up a crocus and hands it to Nigel because that's
Aw.
her flower for him.
Oh,
wishes.
adorable.
Sophie, you like land on the ground, and Aella's big motorcycle disappears, but the little one stays. And Link just has a chicken there.
I'm assuming Sophie probably like falls to the ground slightly.
I think
It's like a gentle float.
Okay,
Like-
good.
Yeah.
No, bam.
I think of it. The little bike probably sounds like Roadrunner, just like beep beep.
Maybe.
Sorry I turned you into a cat. I thought you wanted that because that was your wish.
I wish.
That's a strange wish.
I didn't wish that.
Yeah, you did.
I
That's
said
what you wanted.
my home's a cat.
Your home's a
yeah.
cat?
Yeah, well,
We want to go home.
I said I wish we were home, and then I got turned into a cat.
Well, no, it's more like your deep desires, but I can get you home. And the cop looks down at him and he's like, He's like, great, but you have to release me from the lamp or whatever.
Mean your trash can?
Yeah.
Didn't she already do that then? Points to
I mean-
Aella.
And he's like, oh, you're right, lady. You girl. You get to wish. You get a wish.
Okay.
You get 3 wishes. I'm a genie.
Guys, what should I wish for?
You should wish for a super awesome BattleBot costume.
Wish
I don't know
for
what that
You
is.
really want.
Oh, the one that
Maybe
has
you
the
should
gold
wi-
on it.
Maybe you should wish. Wait for us to go home.
Yeah,
The,
that
sci- the scientist is like right next to you, and he's like, maybe.
But we have 3 other wishes. We have 2 other wishes.
Yeah. I
Obviously.
want to use the one that takes us home right away. Then I can't use my other 2.
God, you call yourself a scientist? Okay.
Wish for more
Listen, it's been a
wishes.
stressful couple of days, and I just want to go home to my friends. Okay?
I know you should wish for more wishes.
I think that's
I'm
illegal.
pretty sure that doesn't work.
I think that's a bad idea. That's being greedy.
Yeah, that's genies don't like it when that happens.
Oh, you should wish that you would be able to make anything that happens that you wish for.
Meaning unlimited wishes.
I feel like that's against the rules too.
Yeah.
You should wish everything you say is truthful. It's the truth.
That sounds like a bad
No,
idea.
that's terrible. How would I ever lie about when I go to sleep?
The alternative joke is, how will I lie about about knowing what weed is?
What's
How
that?
would I lie about not knowing what anime is?
Make-
I wish we all had a big bag of our favorite candies.
And as you wish that, he wiggles his nose, and suddenly all of your trick-or-treat bags just go, and suddenly they're all filled up with, like, all your favorite candies.
Nigel starts screaming as his bunny outfit just stands up because it is stuffed. His nightmare is fully realized as candy just comes pouring out of the face section, the only open part of the costume. And Nigel's just sitting on the ground screaming.
Oh, that is nightmare fuel. That is
Happy Halloween, everybody!
My stomach hurts from
Horrifying.
this.
Ooh, all right, that's it. That's
Right.
game over. You guys all die. Bye. Get freaking murdered.
That's nightmare
Murdered
fuel
by
for
the
the
cat.
nightmare bus.
We get that one. It's like that video, those meme that was going around for a while. Where it's just like that face that looks at you, and then just a hand goes. Ksh.
Oh God, no. I hate it. No.
I was like, nope.
Nope.
I
Nope,
refuse.
My favorite one is where it shows like the creepy head, and then like another one shows up, and it just like pats him on the head, and he calms down, and they're both friends. That's an actual one.
That sounds like an Aya one to make. Everything turns out happy.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
as
Nigel's
you
still
guys get-
screaming as we come back from commercial break.
Suddenly, the world starts to vibrate and like.
Make a wish, quick!
Oh, I wish his machine worked right and that we could go home.
And you get like another candy bar that looks like the other ones, but this one's yellow, and
Ew.
suddenly you're in a different place, and it sort of looks
A yellow rectangle. Don't tell me we're under the sea again.
No. Let me think. It looks like everything's very colorful again, like the same demon-y place. But this time there's like there's like lots of pumpkins everywhere. And they all have different faces, and they're like sitting all over each part of this place. Like it's just covered in pumpkins.
Okay, I kick down my outfit filled with candy.
It goes
It's
flying.
just candy, Nigel.
That was
Um,
that was scary. Let's never wish that again.
I'm sorry.
And the candy hits a pumpkin on the head, and he goes, "Ow! What'd you do that for?"
Nigel starts screaming again.
The pumpkins are real.
I love it. We should become friends.
Hey kids, what are you doing up so late?
Time is it?
It's his fault. Points at the scientist.
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes these things happen. In science, we fail, and then we succeed.
Sometimes you accidentally kidnap a bunch of children to other dimensions.
Or you make
Well,
this.
Listen, I didn't mean to do that. I honestly didn't know it was gonna happen. I'm a scientist. I'm not good at using magic.
Or you make a slinky or sticky notes. Both were
That's
made by
true.
accidents.
Mm-hmm. And cookies. Those were also made by accident.
I don't want to know what they were trying to make if they got
Hey,
cookies by accident.
They were making. This is an actual fun fact. They were making like tester cakes, and like they overbaked them, and they became cookies.
Oh, okay.
How educational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the finest content.
Slinky. Okay, well, since we're
You
gonna go
on
there,
this game, you learn something.
Slinkies
Yes.
were supposed to be
Sometimes it's about
springs.
Egyptian mythology and how gross and weird it is. Sometimes.
Sometimes we talk about salads nonstop.
Yeah. And magic pieces.
Yep. Magic pizza.
I feel like we are currently on magic pizzas.
So the pumpkins start talking to you, and you. And
Don't-
it just goes,
Don't eat us, please.
"Why would I eat kids? That's like real weird."
I don't know.
Well, someone tried eating a weird lady tried eating Link earlier.
Yeah. That did happen.
She's probably a witch. Another like pumpkin pipes up, and it has like a weird like messed up face, like it looks like it got kicked in the face.
Oh,
Like, listen, like, this kind of thing, you know, it happens. But
does it? I've never had this
What?
happen before.
listen, pumpkins see everything. There's all kinds of things that happen weirdly in October for some reason.
There's a big
But
one.
that's
There's a big pumpkin right there, right next to Jeannie and Aella. Pointing at the overlay pumpkin.
yeah, there is actually a giant pumpkin standing right there.
Pumpkin.
And it goes, are you guys okay? The giant pumpkin says.
No? Yes? Maybe?
Physically, yeah. Emotionally,
It's
gonna-
awesome.
We're gonna have.
Take, honestly.
This is gonna be the worst mental trauma any of us have for the next few years. I think. I'm sorry.
And my, how that will change.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is happy in our game, and it's fine.
Fine.
Nothing
fine.
bad happens happens in this universe.
Nothing bad happens in a couple years.
Universe. This is a different universe.
Do you know how we
This
can
is the
get home?
pumpkin universe.
No.
And the big pumpkin says, "What are you guys doing here?"
We're
We
lost.
don't
We're trying to find our
know.
way home.
That's a good question.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys want to go home? I can help with that. And it like opens up the jack-o'-lantern part of its head, like the top of it, and with like a vine, it goes inside, and like it reaches out, and then it pulls out like candy bar that's it's green.
Checking the colors of the rainbow there, Aya.
I was like, I don't know. I was gonna do orange, but I changed my mind. And then it gives it to you, and it's like, this hit my head, fell into my head earlier. I think you guys need it. It seems like magical and stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And you just
So-
smile and you just pat, like whoever he gave the candy to.
Nigel,
Thank
Can
you.
flin-
we can we hug him?
Nigel flinches every
It's
time
probably
he pats.
Link.
I want to hug him.
Yeah. You
Okay.
hug him. He has like a jagged looking like jack-o'-lantern smile, but it gets like bigger and like happier, and he's just like, oh,
Aw.
dog.
I love
I-
him.
I miss playing with kids. They never come here anymore.
Why not? What happened?
You just, I don't know. They're scared, I think. I just look really big, and I have a big voice.
Looks to
People are
Nigel,
Yeah, I'm
who's
hi-
screaming.
I'm like hiding behind my stuffed costume.
That used to be the most terrifying thing here.
Oh, it still is.
Sud-
I'm using it as
Suddenly
a shield.
it's your best friend.
Well, that makes me sad. I don't think you're that scary.
You're not the scariest thing we've seen today.
I think you're pretty
That's
neat.
definitely true.
Well, if you guys see any kids around, just tell them to come hang out. I like singing songs,
Aw.
and I like hanging out with kids, and,
Can you sing a song now?
You want me to sing a song? And he goes, whoa! And suddenly the universe changes.
Aww.
Sad.
He was gonna join in the singing.
Tell the guardians of the
Never got to
core.
sing his song.
And it was written in stone.
I'm not gonna sing a song, I'm sorry.
I
We
know,
don't
but that's
blame you.
genuinely upsetting for him. I'm just upset
Oh,
for him.
I am the big pumpkin.
Alright,
something like
fine.
that.
You know what? You do hear the song as you guys vibrate in another dimension, and goes, oh, I'm a big happy pumpkin. Yes, yes, yes. I like to play a lot. Yes, yes, yes. I like to sing a song for you guys today. Thank you for coming and visiting me.
Best last line. Bravo. Bravo.
I hope he hears our claps.
And as you hear the last part, you guys clap, and suddenly he just smiles and goes, oh, and you guys disappear, and you end up in like a frosty winter wonderland.
Oh God.
Vanilla
Oh,
Tart glitter twist.
Voltron.
Sorry.
It's all beautiful and snowy, and there's like lights everywhere, and it's very beautiful.
There's a random woman on the side, and she's singing the song. And
but letting go.
I
I have a question. Are we still?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
She's in the other dimension. Oh God! Somebody save
Holy
her.
crud! She
We
is
left
frozen.
Sophie behind.
That's it. We're done. Good night.
Vex is gonna kill. No, Vex won't kill me. She'll probably laugh.
Probably.
Sophie? Tink, 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 tink. Sophie?
You know what? Yeah.
No.
She suddenly, you guys are in this wonderland, and Sophie freezes over, stuck in water.
No!
Jamie! Jamie, I think this is like that movie.
Ding, ding, ding.
You need to go save her.
Sophie, please, I know you're in there.
Why don't you come out? I can't.
Oh, I'm so sad thinking about Jamie singing that song now.
Oh
No! Boo!
Ah.
You caused
No,
it.
this is happy Jamie time. No.
Yeah,
sad.
happy
Okay, so
Jamie
Sophie's
time.
frozen.
There is actually a lady over there singing a song or whatever.
Help! Help! Our friend's frozen.
Help! Help!
Oh, hello, tiny children. What are you doing in my castle?
I feel like we're averagely sized children, if anything.
Oh, you're
tall
pretty
for
tiny.
my age.
Is that what
And like you see her coming towards you, and suddenly you realize she's fucking huge.
Oh.
I was just thinking Link was gonna be like, I'm an average sized child, thank you.
I am a human child.
I do normal human things.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
My,
Hey!
Attack
My
of the
computer.
clones.
full on froze there.
oh my god, into the Sophie verse. Ah!
Okay,
You
sorry,
guys are triplets?
sorry if I kick you.
It's all right. I'm the one that says Vex, not Sophie.
Okay, I just tried to kick it and it wouldn't let me, so we'll
Just give it a
wait.
moment.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah,
How
it
do we
just
kill
full
it?
on froze.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
You missed
It
our
was-
frozen
Oh,
jokes.
by the way, you're frozen in ice.
Oh, again?
Yeah. Yeah, he
I was gonna
was.
say, funnily enough, my question was literally going to be, are we still wet from the underwater?
I don't think so. You guys went through a couple places that are pretty
That's
dry,
true.
so.
Oh, it's like a
We're in the
wind.
desert.
Ah, there we
Right,
go.
like a
There you
fan. Just like a
Hey!
Now I can
Yeah.
actually move people around.
So
Actually-
you're in
Clone
a
Sophie.
block of ice, and you see a giant lady come up to you. She has long blonde hair, and she kneels down to you, and she's like, "May I help you?"
We're trying to get home. He had a machine that broke the multiverse, I think.
It didn't break the multiverse. It broke us out of the multiverse.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
whatever.
giant lady.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. This kind of happens.
Do you have any
sometimes.
magical chocolate bars?
Magic chocolate bars? No, but I can probably fix your friend over here, who seems to be having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
And she like wishes her hand over
She's
Sophie?
a genie.
Oh, she's a giant.
A
Oh.
gianty.
And you, Jamie, are you like hugging Sophie?
Yes.
Oh.
And you melt the ice around her, and you're just kind of hugging her now. Sophie, suddenly Jamie is hugging you, and you're dripping wet again.
Did we go to the water place again?
No,
What happened?
you froze. I don't
She just
know.
looks just completely befuddled by this.
Also, there's a giant woman.
It might have been from the evil warlock internet provider.
Oh.
I've
She just
heard of
gives
him.
Jamie a hug back and just looks rather scared. She just got unfrozen. There's a giant woman there. Things are happening.
Link's gonna stick out his hand to the giant lady and go, "Hi, I'm Link. What's your name?"
Giant lady.
Did she forget? That's relatable.
Mood.
I
Melsa.
haven't talked
Some-
to anybody for years. I don't remember my own name.
Do you want me to make one up for you? I can help.
Nelsa.
That's definitely not it.
Belsa?
I don't think so. That's all right. What are you guys doing
I'm trying to think of
here?
an actual really tall actress.
And she just leans down to like Link, and she just goes, "Little princess, can you what? You want to give me a name?"
I couldn't hear you. What?
I'm a giant
Link,
lady.
she wants you to
not even-
give her a name. Give her a name, Link.
Okay. Carl.
I love it.
Carl. That's my name. Suddenly, the lights glow, and all everything sparkles, and she turns into a snowfall, and a chocolate bar falls to your hand.
Ow.
It's a blue chocolate bar.
Did Carl just die?
Did
Link, I think you
Did you
killed
just
her.
Thanos snap Carl out of the universe?
You
Oh.
killed Carl.
No, this reminds me of a comic I read. There was a guy that had a black book, and when you had someone's name in it, they died.
Nigel, what kind of books are you reading?
It's my Japanese animes.
Why are you watching these? These sound awful.
No, I read it. They're
You
really
really
smart.
shouldn't be watching that anime. I feel like you're too young for that. Really.
I mean, a lot of it
Probably
has.
something you should be watching when you're like maybe 17 or something.
That's so old though.
I actually
Yeah.
think I started watching Death Note when I was 10.
Yeah, I was about to say that's.
I'm gonna
not
say
that
this.
bad.
I watched my first anime I watched when I was 10 was Neon Genesis. So
Ayla's like,
yeah,
That explains a lot.
I mean,
actually.
yeah, you're not
that
wrong.
sounds cool.
Just card capture Sakura.
I just
You
remember.
know?
I just
Hell yeah,
realized.
girl. Hell yeah.
I just realized. I used to watch Thundercats all the time. That's what it was. When I was like, probably before I was 10 years old. When I think about it.
Here we are,
Oh my god, because you're a cat.
Yeah.
Relatable content.
Um,
I realize I'm wearing Nigel ears.
yeah. So you get a blue candy bar. How
We
many?
have blue, yellow,
Green.
Purple.
and purple.
Oh, and didn't we get one from him too?
Yeah, what was the original one?
Heart.
The
Their powers
original
combined.
one- The original one was red.
Oh. Huh.
So we need orange and the made-up color that's not blue or purple.
Is it black?
Oh, maybe.
Is it pink?
That would be way better, honestly, than indigo. But
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I kind of like did
Here's the dark
a
chocolate bar
whoopsie,
again.
and it's not purple. It's not purple. It's pink. I'm sorry. That's on my part. It's a pink. It's a pink candy bar.
I mean, there are two colors that are.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's the same person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
so you guys.
Whoa, are we gonna taste the rainbow?
Later.
When we get the dandelions.
Are things tastier after you have weed? I would think dandelions would taste bad though.
I mean,
put them in a salad.
people seem to think things are really, really good after doing weed.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think that
I'm gonna move on, and I'm just gonna stop the conversation. full stop.
Next session is just Aella getting the rest of the group high while Hunter fights for his life.
Listen.
What is this, South Park?
No, Aella very much does not want to corrupt her friends.
Also, they already did that.
Yeah, she accidentally got Nigel high, and it was the worst thing.
'Cause she
You
wanted
can't be any.
magic pizza.
You can't be any more of a corrupting influence than Sophie's SO.
That's true.
I mean, you say that.
You've met her, correct?
Yes.
Whoa,
We're
going
great
to
friends,
another
Sophie.
place. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa!
Whoa! Time warp.
You guys are.
We did it again.
You guys are on a rainbow, and you're looking down at like a vast nothingness, and it's just like a big rainbow thing. And you're standing on top of it.
Is it like a bridge and there's like a city in the
Is
distance?
this the Bifrost?
Maybe.
What?
Wow. Looking around for Thor.
I'm looking for Pegasus.
Where's Loki?
I'm looking for a way home.
Same.
And you see young lady. You see what looks to be like one of Nigel's cartoons driving up on like a giant monkey robot.
It's just like one of my Japanese animes, I guess.
Just like one of my Japanimes.
Japan.
Just like one of those Chinese cartoons.
Knock off.
And you see her. You see this person charging in from one side. The other side, there's a giant snake slipping up on this bridge, and you guys are right in the middle. So what do you do?
Uh-oh.
Jump.
Yep.
The look I there was.
Where?
Oh God, no.
Are you like jumping in place, or are you jumping off?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That depends.
Can't
Do you
believe
know what's
pulled a
below
GM.
us?
What?
Do you know what's below us?
The void.
Darkness.
And if you stare
Oh.
too long, it might stare back.
I mean, eventually we'll go to a different universe, right?
Unless we hit the ground.
I would not advise that, but I have an idea, and the scientist just kind of grabs all of you and starts running very hard towards the edge of the rainbow, and pulls out something out of his pocket, and suddenly it's like a sphere flings it into the void, and a big poofy cloud appears.
Wow!
And he pushes you
Whoa.
onto that thing, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he just suddenly it's like starts rising up, and he just looks down at this giant battle that's happening. And it's like, well, that might be a problem.
Nigel's eating his 3 swashbuckler bars like they're popcorn. Enjoying
See,
the
I
battle.
always knew clouds were soft and touchable. People
Yeah, it's
lie.
very soft.
It smells
The
like cotton
snake makes
candy.
sense with the world. With
It seems like
Bifrost, but
it seems as though the universes are getting crazier. Like, you notice, Fluffy. So you notice that I think that the worlds are collapsing on itself because it's getting decompressed, and we have to.
We gotta do stuff then.
There was a fight in the air. We gotta do something before we completely explode the multiverse. And
Okay.
You, not us. We didn't do this.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Okay, so who do you think has the candy bar? The snake or the giant or the woman on the giant monkey robot thing?
I think the giant monkey robot.
From the best places, I would say the giant robot lady monkey.
So should we?
From
help
what
her
I
then?
know of the
I think
giant
the snake.
robot lady monkey, probably.
Should we try and help her?
That's a
I
good
say
idea.
so.
You go, monkey lady! Yay! And I cheer. Can that count as a treat?
Yeah,
Maybe we can negotiate with them.
sure.
With the snake?
I fail.
You don't know what kind of snake it is. It
Oh,
could
no.
be knowledgeable.
Oh no!
Throw
Oh
your
no!
chicken.
Oh no! Link's
We're so
Link's a
far
parcel
away.
tongue.
I fail by 2. If that means
Two?
anything. I
What?
fail by 2.
Oh, okay. She doesn't hear you quite well enough, and she just kind of like smashes into the snake. The snake like coils around her, and she's like. "Argh." Is there anything else you want to try to do?
So
not
feels
I'm a kid. I just cheer. That's-
I think.
are we both having a really bad idea here, Amber?
I think so.
Okay, you first with your bad idea, then I'll follow up with
Ooh.
my bad idea.
Ooh.
All ideas
Ayla's
are
starting
good
to feel
ideas.
invincible, so she wants to like run and like jump back onto the rainbow and just like grab the snake and start pulling on it by the
And
tail.
Sophie wants to jump as well back on and hit it with her now probably like curved and wet sword, like to try and hit it with that.
Okay,
It worked well the first time.
roll for it.
Jamie wants to scream no. No, don't do it.
Don't be a hero.
Actually, we can still negotiate.
You got it?
I matched.
I matched as well.
Hell yes! Okay. So, here's what happens. Ellie, you feel the strength inside of you. Something like very deep connection with this giant monkey lady. And suddenly
Possess the power of Thor.
you
By the
suddenly
power of Grayskull. Wait, never mind.
you grab the snake right off of her, like this giant snake, and you just fling it off like Hercules. And it goes, well, but you know what I mean. You fling it off, and he goes, and then Sophie, you get this other strength inside of you, and you feel it inside of you, and you freaking hit that snake like a baseball bat, just bam, and suddenly like it gets slapped in the ass by a giant wet cardboard, and it goes flying into space and explodes in an explosion that looks very much colorful and beautiful, like some sort of Power Ranger episode or something.
Huh, weird. That's a Power Ranger. Sophie just looks in disbelief. And then looks at, did
The
we just
universe
do
is
that?
falling apart harder than I thought it was.
There's like a pause, and then Nigel's just like, "Yeah, you guys kicked butt." You just hear from the cloud that apparently is still floating upwards.
And the monkey lady turns to you guys, and she just looks confused for a second, and suddenly, like the monkey head opens up, and like a tiny, like a normal sized lady comes out, and she jumps out, and she's wearing a whole full blue suit that looks like a Power Ranger.
Sophie
And-
waves.
And she like takes off her helmet, and she has poofy blonde hair and very smiley face, and she climbs down from this monkey, and she goes, "Oh my god, that was amazing! How did you do that?"
I
Happy
don't
Halloween?
know. Hello, happy Halloween. I don't know.
How did you get? And then she looks at the scientist and is like, "What are you doing here?" You're like,
Wait, you know him? He kind of would have accidentally kidnapped us from our universe. And we're just trying to get back, and we're collecting these candy bars.
Before everything destroys itself, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what the. Oh, okay, that was. I get it now. This fell on my head randomly in the battle, and then it suddenly like. It showed it like it just hit me in the head. And she pulls out like a black candy bar. And
Sophie, it should be like Sophie gets it and then hands it immediately to Aella.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've seen him before, but I don't know if it's him. It kind of looks like there's a him here too.
What?
He's part of my team.
But,
And suddenly,
wait, is there a me here?
Uh,
What?
I'm confused. My brain hurts.
What's his name?
and then she's about to say it. You guys can
Nigel.
teleport again.
Yeah. Just poof.
I mean, as long as it's not Michael, we're good. Mm.
Oh.
Should have asked her if her name was Mia.
I wonder.
Mia Wonder.
So as you guys get the candy bar, how many?
So green, blue, yellow, green, or I already said green, pink, and black.
What are we missing?
Now we just need a white,
Red.
50% gray, silver,
Red.
gold.
Oh, we have red too. Red and
Okay,
silver.
so you got all of them. Yes, good, excellent. So as you guys have all of the candy bars, suddenly they all you guys end up back into the house that you were in the beginning of the story, and the scientist just looks at you and is like, oh geez, oh we did it, you guys did it, good job. And then suddenly, from all of you, the candy bars just fly into this pumpkin, and it lights up, and it goes, oh, it's working! Oh my god, okay, I gotta turn it on. Brace yourselves, the weird thing might happen again.
Nigel tries to leave the building.
As you do that, he turns on the nozzle, and there's a bright light, and suddenly the pumpkin disappears, and there's like a portal there, and a bright light that goes off into the distance, and you see Nigel as you're walking out. You see the scientist going into this white light, and you see a very pretty redheaded lady standing there waiting for him. And it's like, what the heck took you so long? I'm sorry, it's been a long day. And they hold hands and go into the light.
Oh.
And you're standing here, and suddenly the light turns off, and you're just left in this room full of candy, a chicken, a tiny motorcycle, and a weird bunny costume.
A weird bunny costume that's standing up because of all the candy in it.
Ew, they were holding hands. That's how you get cooties.
Gross.
Ew.
Old people are weird.
They are.
I bet that guy was like 16.
No, I looked older than
old.
that.
But that's like really, really old.
They were like,
40.
Nigel, you'll never believe it.
No,
I have
you'd be
friends.
dead if you were 40.
They're 21.
So old.
They're old enough to get the adult drinks.
The ones that taste really bad?
Yeah, those.
Why would you want to get those?
Adults
I
are
don't
dumb.
know. Yeah, they really are. Sometimes.
So you guys get a whole bunch of candy, and that's where we'll leave it for today.
Hey.
Nigel never...
Yeah.
Epilogue. Nigel never returned that shirt.
It is now current day Nigel's favorite shirt.
Clothes were there.
No,
I'm just
you
stupid.
see current day Nigel, and the shirt is just like a rag that's like for the cat to sleep on.
Oh.
Aw.
It's like part of the bedding.
Now 100% in my brain, Sophie 100% framed that sword. Like, kind of like made her little frame of it. 'Cause It was amazing.
I hope you enjoyed that.
That was a blast.
That was so fun.
That was some Alice
I
in
love it.
Wonderland stuff. Holy crap. I was expecting us to see a cat. That wasn't me.
We saw a cat.
There was a
Yeah.
cat. Thank you so much for joining me on this excursion into the Burning Stone universe. Hopefully, we'll get some more episodes out. That would be nice. But for now, you can listen to the first couple episodes on our Castbox, and also you can go onto our Twitter. It's also there, and you can just talk to me about it, and I'll tell you all my secrets and mysteries of the universe. But I don't know if you want to hear about that. So
I just typed
I
the
mean,
Twitter for those.
There are
that
things
don't-
I would like
just
to know.
go to my Twitter at Aella on Twitter, and you can just yell at me. And,
It's always
I'm
fun
all-
to yell at Aya.
yeah. Yes, it is. Does anybody else want to plug anything before we leave?
I will. Because I have a bunch of stuff now. Well, I'm might as well, Scotty, you want me to plug for the Retroverse stream too for you?
Why not?
So, on Fridays at 7:30, we have Retroverse on this channel every week, and it's alternating weeks. This coming week, so tomorrow, is Corruption Game.
The lame
Wait.
group.
Hey, we're going to a party. And I get to play an NPC because my character is currently in another area.
I don't know what she's doing.
No
Who
clue.
knows?
Probably hanging out with a bunch of nerds.
She went to her home planet. Her people needed her.
Her people near. I love Aya's frown there. And then for me on Sundays at 9 o'clock EST. I'm gonna say EST now because daylight savings is over almost.
Ugh.
I have on Fractured Moon D&D. It's on his friends list. I have
Down below if you're on Twitch. It's right below
Yes.
this.
I have a D&D 5e game where we are just starting off a new campaign pretty much. And starting up next week, potentially, hopefully, on Thursdays at, I have to just double check the time because it's at a weird time slot for me. At 4:30 p.m. EST, we have a Retroverse game coming up that is Anthro Retroverse, and I'll be posting some details about that on my personal account. So Vexy Hexy.
Did you guys figure a name yet? Or...
I mean, we have a working title. I think so far I've been working with the title Retroverse Furry Road
Yeah.
because East really liked the idea of using Mad Max as a thing, and I am currently making a poster, more or less, of our group. You've seen it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's inspired by a Mad Max Fury Road poster,
Good.
Awesome.
and it's awesome. It's gonna be amazing, and we have the amazing Uis as our DM, so
It's gonna be wonderful.
it is. It's gonna be hilarious and also chaos.
Absolutely.
Also, mostly Europeans, so that'll be weird.
It's gonna be gay and European.
I mean, it's all girls in the group, so it's going to be gay.
yes.
Literally, only girls are the player characters. So,
That's what I'm saying.
That's great.
and Callie did the amazing art for it.
Yay!
All right, and that's it for my plugs.
Speaking of Callie, you want to say something?
I have a lot. I guess I could say on Tuesday now at 4 o'clock, I'm gonna be in a campaign called Twilight Grove. It's a Heroes Without Limits campaign. And I'm going to play a nymph. So as a guest character, I'm not a player character, I'm a guest character. And I'm really excited for that. I have to make my character. Check it out. It's on Tuesday.
That was Eastern EST, right?
Yes, Eastern Standard Time.
Good beans over there at Heroes Without Limits. Go
Mhm.
check them out. Sunday Sunday is Dungeon Academy. I don't know whatever
Fun
it is.
game.
You heard her. You got another written in stone. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I gladly.
It's been a while.
It's been too long. Maybe, unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna need Hunter for that one.
I wonder why.
Well,
Mm.
yeah, let's leave that up to the imagination, shall we?
Yeah. Yeah.
And no
Yeah.
one watched this has any idea what we're talking about. So
No.
Yeah, I don't even think I've appeared in the cast box yet, have I?
Spoilers.
No. Someday I'll get somebody that can actually edit my freaking recordings, and then I'll have something. Anyway.
We'll get there.
Just I can see the Hello Darkness, my old friend there on Aella there.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Dungeon Academy Sunday. We're going to hell again. I want to kill Strahd very badly.
Yay!
Someday.
But it's
we'll-
early.
Can she do it? Can she please kill him?
Well, Winston really wants her to. So
Good. Let's follow Winston's advice.
Always follow Winston's advice. He gives
He's
the
a-
best advice.
He's a demon, but like
Best
somehow
advice.
I somehow trust him more than Strahd.
I mean, that's because it's Strahd.
It doesn't take much, honestly.
I would literally trust Cthulhu over Strahd.
I honestly think that she would do it, but he's Seraphine's boyfriend. So
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, got a tangent there.
But,
As
yeah,
we do.
that-
This is
that
how
will
we
be-
roll here on Written Stone. So
that will be on Power Score RPG's Twitch channel and YouTube channel.
yes. Thank you, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, is there anything else?
If
Is
you
that
want to
it?
see me yell about my own characters and make art, follow me on Twitter.
Where might we follow you on Twitter?
At AuthorBrain.
All one word?
All one word.
Okay.
Scotty, you want to say something before we go?
Yeah, I was just wanted to make sure I got everybody first. All right, so we're back at Ghost of Saltmarsh Saturday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. We last left off on a huge cliffhanger like a month ago, because we haven't got to play in a while, where they're trying to find a magical box that has no openings on it and apparently has deeds worth over 100,000 gold in it on this ancient ship that has a lot of spiders on it.
Oh boy.
And as they get to the very bottom of the ship, and they grab the box, suddenly the entire place gets attacked by a big kraken-like creature's tentacles rip through the hull. And that's where we left off. So we'll see if the crew sinks or swims this Saturday. Luckily, all of them can breathe underwater, so it won't be too bad.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Also, NSP's Release the Kraken starts playing in the background.
I did reference it. I was just like, you hear a bell go ding, 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 ding. But yeah.
So, as we say around these here parts, thank you for playing, and until next time, keep being heroes.
Bye.
Bye.